Okay, looks like we're recording, and we are heading for Mammoth Mountain up in the Sierras. It's adjacent to Yosemite, south of Reno, and Mono Lake, near Bishop. And they have the late snow over there, so let's pretend we're going over for a little skiing. They take the brake off, and let's look outside. We'll we'll look over here. The airport doesn't look like that. The tower is about there, but these are all single-story buildings around the two-story hangars there. And the terminal's there, but it doesn't look quite like that. You might see a few cars here, but anyway, we'll see if we can get this baby going here. And we got, everything looks like it's ready to go. One more look at our thing. We got nav on. We got climb to 11,000, and we'll just go ahead and come on up on full power. There we go. Gear up, flaps up.
Airspeed 200.
There we go. Look back at Monterey.
Auto throttle.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, contact Oakland Center on 127.45.
Go inside.
Good day.
Look at the auto throttle. And we go ahead and kick that on. And we need to also, we got the flaps up, and we're going to go
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, please acknowledge.
To this.
Going to 127.45 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
There we go. One more time in here. We're going to look at, see, we got everything on. Okay, our autopilot is on, and we're off and running. So everything looks good in here. Let's go outside, enjoy the scenery. Look back, say goodbye to Monterey. Bye, Monterey. And Carmel. And auto throttle is on. We got 200. Going 250. I see the moon right there. The new moon. We're right on course. We can look here and see how we're doing in here. There we go. And look, see, we've got a line that goes all the way over to the Owens Valley. This is Bishop. Right there, and then we go on up with a little dogleg approach to what used to be Long Valley Airport. Mammoth Mountain is probably right about in here. That's maybe Mammoth Lakes that we're looking at. A lot of lakes up there. That's Lake Crowley. Okay, so now we are at going for 11,000. Let's contact the departure.
Oakland Center Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie is at 7,600 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie, Oakland Center, altimeter 29.902, radar contact, continue.
And they'll come back
Cessna
with
7
an
Bravo
altitude
Charlie
here.
traffic is 11 o'clock, 4 miles at 6,900 feet, Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight. Cessna 2 Charlie Delta traffic is 4 o'clock, 3 miles at 9,000 feet, Cessna C700. Report them in sight.
Okay.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb and maintain flight level 210 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
210. we're still climbing
Cessna 2
3,000
Charlie
feet
Delta have the
a
traffic.
minute. And we're doing fine here. We look back at Salinas. There's airport. Done plenty of flying. Back over there is Santa Cruz. Watsonville is over in there. And San Jose is up that way. Hollister, right over in there. Okay, we're heading for the San Joaquin Valley. And what we're going to do here is, while we're climbing, what we do is we click right here and jump ahead. Now I haven't done this a lot, but let's jump ahead right to here and see how far that gets us along. And that's the little icon A5, little airplane that started up around Fairfield, California. I don't know that they're still building it there. So we're ready to go here over the San Joaquin Valley. Let's see. Travel to 3. No, we're not ready for descent. So we'll just turn this off and make sure we're doing okay here. We're coming up on the power. What altitude are we at? We're at 43,000 feet. We can do that. We can drop it down to. Let's see how our throttles are doing. Okay, our auto throttle's on. And we'll come over here. And we've got to put nav on. And we could maybe help that a little bit with our heading. See that when we jumped over, see we're a little bit north of our course. So what we'll do is move our heading over just a little bit to the east. Yeah, we'll do it right. Whoop. Something jumped there. We're fooling around with the altitude now. So we're at 43,000 feet. Let's get that right. 35, 40. Let's go to 40,000. Let's go to 35,000 feet. And we are climbing at 25, how about 30,000 feet a minute. And we're going to change our heading to go to the right just a little bit. There we go. And we got heading clicked. Alright, so we're heading over there. 45, and we're coming down. There we go. We want to be at 35,000 feet. So let's check in. I hear funny noises, but that's our airspeed. Let's see what our airspeed says here. 320. Airspeed 215 knots. I don't know why that's in there like that. Should have the auto throttle on. Okay, we are coming down to our altitude. We are working back on course. So we'll just go ahead and give them a call here.
Oakland Center Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie is at flight level 425, climbing flight level 450.
Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie, Oakland Center radar contact continue.
They should give us a
Cessna
lower
7 Bravo
altitude.
Charlie descend and maintain flight level 390.
Okay, here we go. 390. There we go. There we should
Cessna 7
have
Bravo
that.
Charlie, please acknowledge.
Okay.
Descend and maintain flight level 390 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
There we are. I think we're
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, you are 67
69.
miles southwest. Descend and maintain flight level 330. Expect RNAV runway 27 approach via wall transition. Clear to wall.
330.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, descend and maintain flight level 270.
270.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, descend and maintain 17,000 feet.
17,000.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, descend and maintain 13,000 feet.
13,000.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, descend and maintain 13,000 feet.
13,000. Seem to be happy with that. Come down at 5,000 feet a
Oakland
minute.
Center, Alaska 1357, heavy flight level
Heading,
370.
we can start going nav.
Alaska 1357, heavy Oakland Center, radar contact. Continue to RESR.
There, we're back on course. Wow. That was a workout. Yeah, it was a workout. We're a little bit fast, but our auto throttle is functioning. So we're not super fast. So if we had excessive turbulence, we'd be concerned. Okay, we're getting back on course here. We can look.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, please acknowledge.
Okay, I'm very busy. That's no excuse.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Expect RNAV runway 27 approach via wall transition. Cleared to wall Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
Okay. Got it. Now we can look out and enjoy the scene. Look back at Fresno. We're pulling a little contrail there. Fresno is a bit to the south of us, down probably right back in there. So we are hopefully on course. Yeah, looks pretty good. Let's get it back inside here. See what's going on or off here. We're looking pretty good. Just double check. Altitude is, we're going down to 13,000 at 5,000 feet a minute. Which will be just scraping over the top of the mountains. And we'll clear them. Because Mount Whitney is like 12,000. And these are a little lower than Mount Whitney. Mount Whitney is down to the south. So we're in good shape.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, contact Oakland Center on 125.75. Good day.
And we're doing two and out at 452 knots. So we're doing pretty good here. And we'll go ahead and change.
125.75 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie. Goodbye. Oakland Center Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie is at flight level 245, descending 13,000 feet.
Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie, Oakland Center, radar contact. Continue to wall.
Okay. And we'll look over here and check on this for wall. And that'll be over in Spally. So wall is just south of Bishop, and that's the Owens Valley that we're looking down at right there. Right there, and then we make this dogleg approach into what they now call Mammoth Yosemite Airport. And what are we clocking now? 426. If you get into thicker air, we slow down. So we are on course. That everything looks good there. Go back inside and check our instruments and everything here. And we're now not exceeding our red line. We're into this caution area on our airspeed indicator. We're now at 17,000 feet, descending to 13,000, and we're on course. The auto throttle has us at idle. 24% is basically idle. My manual throttle control is at about 75%, and they want us 12,000, not 13. So we'll go ahead down to 12. There we go. That's all we have to do there, because it's already descending at 5,000 feet a minute. And we can look.
Charlie, did you copy?
And that's the problem is that I have to answer.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
I need a
Cessna 7
co-pilot.
Bravo Charlie.
Well, they got us down here lower where we can see the see the lakes and everything down here. They may be getting us almost too low. So we're coming down to 12. They may have to run us back up again. So in a normal situation,
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, climb and maintain 13,000 feet.
yeah, that's what I thought. 13,000. 13,000, and now we have to go up at 2,000 feet a minute. Ought to do it.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, acknowledge last transmission.
Yeah, that's important.
Climb and maintain 13,000
But I was
feet. Cessna 7
concerned
Bravo Charlie.
that we were getting a little close to the hills. They may run us up a little higher too. This is, the regular instrument flight plan. We wouldn't be this close. We wouldn't be lower than 15,000 feet. Anyway, this is fun for me. Looking down the ridge, down the Sierras. So we're at 13,000. What are we doing now? We're doing 375, truing out at 380 knots. The auto throttle is functioning normally.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Yeah, I thought so.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, descend and maintain 13,000
No,
feet.
we're going to go to 14.
Terrain.
We're too close. They're challenging us. No way we'd
Cessna 7
get
Bravo
below.
Charlie, acknowledge last transmission.
We'd get below 13,000.
Descend and maintain
So that's just
13,000
that's
feet.
that's
Cessna
just
7
the
Bravo Charlie.
program. That's just the program.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, descend and maintain
No.
12,000 feet.
No, we're not doing that. We'll acknowledge it, but we're not going to
Descend
do
and
it.
maintain 12,000 feet. Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
It's yelling. It's yelling.
Terrain.
Yelling at us. Terrain. You can see we
Terrain.
still have some. We still have some snow up
Terrain.
here. We'll look down and
Terrain.
see if we see the high point, which would be Mount Whitney, but it would be down that way. Yeah, heck, we're. Oh, Mount Whitney is 14,000. Did I say 12? It's 14,000. Now we're seeing over into the Owens Valley, so now we can descend. So we'll descend to 12,000 now.
Terrain.
We'll go down to 12 at this point. That's good. We can look out and see Bishop.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, please expedite your descent 12,000 feet.
No, we don't have to expedite. But anyway, it's all fun. It's all make-believe. But it's It's quite realistic for this old pilot, and I would never be flying this type of an aircraft. I never flew jets or turboprops. Actually, I never flew an aircraft that was over 12,000 pounds. This one, fully loaded, would be 40,000 pounds. Okay, let's see how we're doing on our course. Yeah, we're right on course. So now we have to start getting down to lower altitude, but we have quite a bit of time. And what we can do now is I think we'll wait until we start turning and start lowering our speed and go off of auto throttle. Okay, we're starting our turn at Bishop. Look outside. Look up and down the Owens Valley. Down the Owens Valley, 395. There's the highway down there. Comes up from Mojave. So where are we down? 300, 12,000 feet.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie descend and maintain 11,000 feet.
There, that'll start slowing us
Descend
down
and
to
maintain
250.
11,000 feet. Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
11,000. And do that. There we go. And I think our approach will come on. There it comes. So that's working. And we should keep slowing down here. Yeah, our auto throttle is functioning okay. Don't know whether it's perfect. I never had an auto throttle before, even in a simulator. So we got it down to 300 knots. We will be going down to about 250. We're at 11,000. And we can see we're keeping, the auto throttle is dropping. We'll get down here where we watch from here, looking up toward Mammoth Mountain, which would be right up in there. We'll go up here and make a slight left turn. We look back toward Bishop. I'm not sure that's Bishop. I thought Bishop was off to our right, maybe right. Yeah, here's Bishop. So this is close. That's the airport. Well, that's Bishop. Okay. And we're doing okay. So let's go back inside because they're going to give us a lower altitude. And we're right on the money there. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and turn off the auto throttle. Here it comes back on again.
Auto throttle.
There we go. Got that off. And get it down to about 200 knots. See how that does. Look over toward Lake Crowley, and the airport is just north of that lake. Go back inside. Watch what's going on here. Got it down to 200 knots. We'll bring our power back so we get it down to 200.
Descend and maintain 9,500 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots.
Okay. 9,500. Alright, we'll answer.
Descend and maintain 9,500 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
Yeah, we can go down to 1,300. We don't have to go down that far. Where's our airspeed? 218. We'll bring the throttle back a little bit. I think the airport is right around 7,000 feet, so we'd and with the approach on, we will be looking for this all to turn green right in here. Excuse me. And we'll watch for our glide slope to drop down. Take a second to look outside and enjoy the view. The mountains, there's Lake Crowley right over there, and the airport is just to the north of that. And we're going down to 9,500 feet. We'll be able to see Highway 395 over here pretty soon. And where are we now? We're at 235. We can bring our power back a little more.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, you are 13 miles east of Kilo Mike Mike Hotel.
That's the whole. That's the
Cessna 7 Bravo
airport.
Charlie.
And then we'll turn to final. We'll go over here and check how we're doing on our glide slope. It's not in sight yet. And our autopilot is still on. We're at 9,500. I'm starting to see the diamond, the magenta diamond, to come down, and we'll intercept that. That'll be the glide slope. See the airport out there ahead, and Mammoth Mountain is just off to the left of that. So we're on course. Our glide slope is coming down. Our airspeed is coming down. So we can, there's a glide slope. I'm going to bring the little flap and the gear down. And we'll go outside for a little view, what everything looks like here. We got flaps down, we got 180, we want to be about 140 where we want to be. And we'll go back inside, make sure everything is on, and then we can go with talking to the airport. It doesn't have a tower, but we can tell them that we're on final for traffic. We're on final.
Kilo Mike Mike Hotel traffic Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie is on final runway 27 to land.
And everything's on, and we're on the glide slope. We're on course. We're going to go ahead and get on the tail right there. We put this up just a little bit like that. Get that view. And let's see, we're 163. We'll go ahead and put in full flap. Bring the throttle up because that's a lot more drag. Keep it at 140. There's I-95, goes right by the airport. And we can see Mammoth Mountain, see the ski runs up there. Maybe I can see them, but you can't. Of course, my imagination is much better. And we're keeping 140. 145's okay. This has got a 10,000 foot runway, so we don't have to worry about stopping. Everything's on the money. Wow, a lot of traffic.
Terrain.
Yeah,
Terrain.
we know.
Terrain.
We got to get close to the terrain to land. All right, there it is.
100.
Turn off the autopilot, come back on the power.
50. 40.
Slow her down. There we go.
40.
Yep, little bounce.
20.
Flaps up. A little braking. And we used all the runway. The old runway was a lot longer. They don't show it going that far anymore. Yeah, we get a good look at the mountain from this end of the runway. There's Mammoth Mountain up there with the ski runs, and they have the longest snow. They can sometimes be skiing in July. Okay, brakes off, we'll go park. Yeah, they didn't have any hangars here when I was flying in and out of here back in the 60s. 60s, early 70s. Flew a turbo twin Comanche in here. That was the hottest airplane that I came in. And we came up to go skiing. And we'll get a look here. None of these buildings. I don't know that any of these buildings are here today. I should use my Google Maps and see what it shows. And we'll slow down a little bit. Cut the corner. There's a TBM. Yeah, when I came in and out, there were no lights. They got lights now. The bus is waiting for us. Yep. Here's our guy. There we go. Almost straight. That's why he's got the little tug there. Move us around. And you can see they have gas here. When I came in, they just had a mobile home office, mobile office that had been parked in there, a little square thing. And they did have fuel, but they did have a rotating beacon. They had a big chevron sign here, big lighted chevron sign. That's what helped to get me in trouble. All right, thanks for riding along. Here, we'll look around real quick here, up toward the mountain. We better hurry up, we'll miss the bus. Where I got in trouble is they didn't have a bus back when I came in, and I'm sure we could have called a cab, but we had a little putt-putt Honda Trail 50, something like that. It didn't develop enough power to carry us more than about 10 miles an hour. Unfortunately, somebody gave us a lift. All right, enough of the reminiscing. Thanks for riding along, and we will shut her down here. There we go. Back outside. Bus is waiting for us. Okay, thanks for riding along. Talk to you soon. I think everything worked pretty well that time. I'm getting the hang of it. The auto throttle is still a little tricky for me. Bye bye.